Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you some ideas for designing some senior 2025 cutouts. Alright, the fonts and all of the designs I'm almost certain are all from Creative Fabrica, and I do have a link for Creative Fabrica in my description, but I'll try to remember to put a link for each of the fonts that I use and for the designs. So I'm working on the first one, and I decided to split senior and do senior on top, the first three letters on top and the last three letters on bottom, and see how that looked, and then with the 2025, and I can come back every year and change the dates too. You don't have to redesign all these. You should be able to just adjust them every year, but I still like coming up with new ones as well. Now I like to use a different font for the name and a different font for the year. I just like the looks of that, so you'll see me do that quite a bit. I'm just going to scroll through my fonts, the ones I have bookmarked, until I find a year or a number font that I really like. I'm going to try offsetting it just a little bit and see if I like it a little thicker, and then I'll also try squeezing them together a little bit to make them fit better. I'm going to turn the 2025 around up and down and then put it up against the senior. Okay, like I said, I offset it just a little bit and I squeezed the numbers together so they are touching a little bit, or some of them are touching. And then I'm going to unlock the size, and I'm going to adjust just like the height to make them skinnier and longer so they fit up against the senior better. I ended up not liking the offset one, so I delete that one and work with the original one. Again, I'm going to unlock that, adjust the size, so I don't want it a whole lot bigger. You can make it bigger. You can also split up your 20 and 25 and make like your 20 smaller and your 25 bigger so it stands out. I've done that on some of them as well. So I'm grouping that together, and then I'm going to weld them together. And then everywhere that it touches, it's welded together. So this is going to cut out in pretty much one piece. It should. There may be, like the O on senior is going to cut out separate. I don't think it's touching. It may be touching the E. I like for as many of them to be touching as possible. If you don't like that, you don't have to do that. And then I'm going to do some offsets, and I'm going to do 3 layers, so 2 offsets, and see which ones I like best. Now I'm going to check the offsets and see if everything's how I like it. If you've got some where it looks like they got really tiny cuts, you may want to go into the contour and remove those. It's just up to you. I don't like ones that cut really, really tiny because you can't really tell. It just kind of messes up the cardstock anyway. that I've saved that one, I'm going to start another one, and I'm going to use the same fonts, and I'm just going to play around with the word senior and with the name, or with the number 25, and just find something that I like. I really want the 25 to touch on both sides, to touch the I and the R, but I don't want it to be all squished in there. So I'm just working with the size and try to get it just right. And I kind of like the 25 a little bit bigger and a little bit, like even a little bit sideways, like not leaning the same direction. But with that senior, it's kind of, the letters kind of go back and forth. So it's a real fun font anyway. But I really like this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. And, just work with them until you get a look that you like. You may not like the ones that I've designed. You may not like the way I designed them. That's fine. I'm just trying to give you ideas. You can copy these and make the same thing, as close as you can, or you can do something totally different. I hope I'm just inspiring you and then helping you figure out how to work Design Space, because every time, the more I use CRICUT Design Space, the more I learn, and I learn from the people in the community. They give me tips all the time, because there's a lot of people in the community that's been using CRICUT Design Space a whole lot longer than I have. And so, we just share ideas. Now I'm going to pull up some graduation caps. Right now I don't have CRICUT Access, but I usually will purchase it during homecoming season, so I have a lot more stuff to use. But I am kind of showing you what they have. And I have purchased one from Creative Fabrica, and I am going to show that. And that's the one I'm going to end up pulling up, but I wanted to show you what they had and what they have for free. It's not much, but they do have a couple of them you can use. And then you can always get one off of Canva and then upload it on here for free. Or if you have paid Canva, they have a lot more options. But there's some grad caps I had designed, the 2025 ones. And so I'm going to pull those up, but the grad cap itself came from Creative Fabrica. And so I'm going to try that with a senior as well. And then I'm going to, after this, I tried the graduation cap for the O, and it's okay, but I wasn't crazy about it. But if you like that, go ahead and do that. I think it's more the graduation cap that I'm using. If I had more options, I'd probably find one that I really liked. Like I said, right now I'm not doing CRICUT Access. But what I do is I end up pulling up a Texas silhouette, which I purchased from Creative Fabrica. And because I do a yearly thing with Creative Fabrica, so I don't have to buy each individual thing. So it doesn't make sense for me to have CRICUT Access and Creative Fabrica all year long. It just doesn't. So that's what I do. But I'm scrolling through images that I have uploaded. I knew I had a Texas at least, and then maybe another. I thought I had another graduation cap, but I couldn't find one, so I guess I did not. But I'm going to do something fun with the Texas silhouette. And again, I'm going to try and put all those links to everything I used in this video in the description, so please check there. Alright, so I'm going to slice that through the Texas, so it'll cut out the 2025 in the Texas silhouette. The only thing I don't like about doing that is you have to save that center piece of the zero to attach that. You'll have to glue that on, or if you're using, HTV vinyl, it wouldn't be as bad because you're weeding what you don't use. But if you're using glitter cardstock, you have to save that little piece of the O, and that is so annoying to me. A stencil font would be better if you have a stencil font, because most of those aren't going to be solid pieces and you won't have to save like the little piece of the O. But that's just a warning. You can do it like cut out the 2025 separately and glue on top of the Texas. That's another option. I do that a lot too, but sometimes I will slice it. But here are the 3 different ones that I did. I can share these publicly, but you won't be able to access them, because when I purchase fonts outside of CRICUT, it won't let people access it unless I send you a direct link. I think sometimes it will let you use it if I send you a direct link. Here is the graduation cap, and if you've never been on Creative Fabrica, this is kind of what it looks like. When you pick up or look at a design or a font, this is kind of what the screen looks like, and that big green button is how you download it and purchase it. Mine just says download because like I said, I do a yearly subscription, so I just download what I want. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Please be kind with your comments. And happy mum making, happy crafting everyone. I'll catch you on the next one.